Yo YouTube, what's up? I'm Timmy's AC. We gotta redo our AL West preview because our webcam decided a few weeks ago. It just didn't feel like recording the audio for it. I'll give it a pass on that one. AL West, 4th place, who you got?
AL West, 4th place, I got your own Seattle Mariners.
And let's get this straight. He's not reading off there, but I'm not gonna lie, we don't know a ton about the AL West, so we're not gonna pretend we do.
Hey, don't hate us, neither do you. Bet you didn't even know it was a division. But yeah.
I mean, basically with the Mariners, they got Ichiro and they got Felix Hernandez. I mean, if you want to trade Felix Hernandez, you better get some tremendous prospects back because he's only like 24 years old. That should be the guy you're building around. They got Justin Smoke from the Rangers in the Cliff Lee trade, big piece there. We should see how he does this season. It's boom or bust with that guy.
Yeah. You look up and down this offense though, and you don't see a whole lot there. You see,
I mean, you got Milton Bradley.
Yeah. And you got, I mean, Sean Figgins, who
He didn't do anything last year.
Didn't do anything.
He's had good seasons, though.
But other than that, they basically got a bag of chips. I mean,
yeah.
It's just... And even in the AL West, that's not going to cut it. So.
Okay, 3rd place, who you got?
3rd place, I got the A's.
You got the A's?
I got the A's in 3rd place.
I don't. Let's go to the A's. Tell me why you got them in 3rd place.
I got them in 3rd place because, I don't know, I'm just not feeling them this year. I'm just not. I mean, they do have a decent rotation, I should say, with Cahill, Anderson, Gonzalez, Braden, and McCarthy. Braden, who's probably one of the most solid at number 4s. He threw that no-hitter last year. And Cahill, your pick to win the
Cy Young.
Cy Young.
Trevor Cahill went 18-8 last year, 2.97 ERA. Guy's a beast. We'll see if he's one-year wonder or not. I don't think he is. Looking at this roster, it was a nice move to add Coco Crisp, no, they had him last year, my bad.
Hideki Matsui.
Yeah, adding Hideki Matsui should help a bit with the offense. He's not what he was, but he can still hit the ball. But, I mean, if you look at the lineup, guys like Ryan Sweeney, he's not getting it done. David DeJesus is a decent outfielder. There's nothing to complain there. A guy who's really got to take a step forward is Derek Barton. They need a big power presence on that team. He's got to start providing it. You know, guys like Cliff Pennington are supposed to be good in the future. We'll just have to wait and see there. The lineup is solid. Andrew Bailey is one of the best young closers in baseball. He had some health problems last year, so we'll see where that goes. I don't have them in 3rd, though. I have your Anaheim Angels. I mean, this team just stood pat last year. They were 80 and 82 last season, and Torrey Hunter's not getting any younger. You know, Dan Hare, Jared Weaver. You got a nice, Jared Weaver. They got a nice rotation, but it doesn't blow me away. And with an offense that's just kind of mediocre in my mind, you got to blow me away with the rotation. I'm not sure about Kendry Morales coming back. Obviously injured, jumping on home plate after a walk-off home run last year.
That's a hell of a way to injure yourself, I'll tell you.
That would suck. But, I mean, knee problems take a while. They usually take more than just a year or so. I think he'll start to get it back more halfway through the season, and losing those early games might not help their cause too much. You know, they added Vernon Wells, and he's a nice piece, but I think they owe him too much money.
Yeah.
You know, Fernando Rodney's got to scare you as this team's closer. He can save you a lot of games, but he also will blow a lot of games. He's not very consistent, so you got to see. 2nd place for me, I got the A's. I basically stated the reasons. I mean, the lineup is decent, but looking at the pitching staff is really where I got to look at. I'm just going down the list of the pitching staff. Trevor Cahill, obviously a beast. Brett Anderson's going to be a really good pitcher. Gio Gonzalez has been a big piece in numerous trades. First off, he started with the White Sox and he came to the Phillies in the Jim Thome trade. Then he went back to the White Sox from the Phillies for Freddie Garcia. How'd that one work out? And then he ended up with the A's, I believe, in the Nick Swisher trade, and then Nick Swisher ended up with the Yankees, so it's kind of a strange thing. Bottom line, this guy was supposed to be a huge prospect, and he's still got time to show that. Dallas Braden threw a no-hitter, pissed off A-Rod. That's basically his claim to fame. We'll have to see if he's actually any good. 2nd place, who do you have?
2nd place, I got the Angels. They... Like you said with the A's, I mean, I'll move the A's up to 2nd place if this rotation is as good as you say it is. I don't know if it's as good as you say it is, if that rotation is as good as you say it is. Can't talk right now. But with the Angels, I mean, you're right. Torrey Hunter isn't getting any younger. I think Kendry Morales will come back, and I think he'll actually do something this year. Bobby Abreu is the DH.
Yeah, I mean, he's not... When you think of DH, it's supposed to be like a power hitter that can drive the ball to the park. Abreu used to be a guy you could get 20, 30 home runs from. He's not that anymore. He's lost a lot of bat speed. He's still a pretty consistent hitter, but DH, not really. And he's not a very good outfielder, so it's not like you can just throw him out in the outfield for his fielding.
But when you look at this rotation, you got Weaver, Herron, Irvin Santana, Pinero, and Kazmir. If you got Kazmir as your fifth starter, you're doing something right.
The thing is, Kazmir hasn't been too hot the last couple of years. So.
That's true, but he can be.
All right, first place,
you know what
I got the Rangers. I think they can win about 88 games and win this division. I think you got them there, too. I know they lost Cliff Lee, and I know a lot of those guys in that rotation were flukes last year. But the bottom line, adding a guy like Brandon Webb, I like that move. And the lineup is still stacked, especially if Michael Young decides, you know what, I want to play here still. You got him as DH. You got Elvis Andrus, one of the best young shortstops in the game. Beltre, he's not going to be what he is because it's not a contract here, but he's still a nice hitter. Hamilton, obviously, a beast.
Yeah. You got MVP in Hamilton. Nelson Cruz is a nice right fielder. Elvis Andrus, probably one of, if not the best young player in the AL right now. Kinsler's a good second baseman. They got some pieces in the lineup.
Yeah, they need to add a pitcher at the deadline.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
really what they need to do, which confused me why they added Beltre to this lineup. I thought they could have saved that money for a pitcher. But
yeah.
We got to see. I don't think they'll repeat as AL champs, but they could make a run in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I'm Timmy ZC. We'll see you later.